Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about the struggles that women go through on a daily basis. And I want to go ahead and start with the first one, which is pregnancy. We all know that, at the time of pregnancy, all the things that we go through as women, it's very difficult sometimes. There's the time you carry a baby for 9 months. You have a human being growing inside of you. With that comes morning sickness, the weight gain, the mood swings, cravings, all the doctor's appointments, and the anxiety you have with the worries about the baby, hoping that everything comes out okay for 9 months. And it's a constant worry, and on top of that, you're happy, you're excited that you're gonna have a baby, but there's a lot that comes with it, with pregnancy. And then there's the difficult pregnancies where you're high risk and you're constantly having to go to the doctor and things like that. So that's one of the struggles that we go through, is pregnancy. Number two is raising children. We all know that it's extremely difficult to raise children. You have to make sure that you raise them, with good morals and values. You teach them how to, respect other people and, things. And teaching them how to be productive. If you see me looking down, by the way, I'm reading notes because I don't want to forget anything. So just raising children to be productive in life, working citizens, friendly, caring, respectful, all those things. And then we have the fear. As women, we have fears of raising our children that, God forbid anything happens to them. So it's a constant fear, like, just worrying that they're okay, that they're eating right, that they're healthy, that they're educated, that they find the right spouse. I mean, there's so much to raising children. It's a very difficult thing to do. It's a blessing. It's a blessing, but it's very difficult for women to raise children, especially when they're single. It's hard enough when you have both parents, but when you have only one parent, it doubles up. It's harder. So props to you, to the ones who have raised your children on your own. You're the queen. But it's very, very, very difficult to raise children. And then, the love, you have to make sure that they feel that you love them. You have to make sure that, you nurture them and they feel loved and appreciated and respected. A lot of times as parents, we make the mistake of thinking that because they're our children, that we don't have to respect them, that they have to respect us. But the reality is that you have to respect your children as well as they have to respect you. And that's how you're going to raise respectful children. So that's number two. Third struggle, our menstrual cycle. We all know how much we hate that. Every month our friend comes and it's a lot of cramping, a lot of mood swings. You get emotional, your body parts hurt. It's just, 2, 3, 4 days of misery. You constantly have to be going to the restroom. I mean, that's a struggle. Number 4, weight gain. That's a big one for us, right? When we get pregnant, a lot of times we gain this weight. It's hard for us to lose it, or we tend to be emotional eaters. And we eat when we're we eat when we're happy, we eat when we're sad. Um, some of us just love to eat, so we eat all the time, and we struggle with weight, with the changes in our body. We struggle exercising sometimes. Sometimes we're too lazy to exercise. And it's just a struggle. Weight gain, it's a struggle for women. It's hard for us to eat right sometimes. Some women are super disciplined. They have their, they eat right, they exercise and all of that. That's great. But the reality is that the majority of us are too busy to go to the gym, or, and I know that's not an excuse. Okay, I know that's not an excuse, because we can exercise at home. But, the truth is that a lot of us are really busy. So it's hard for us to run to the gym. It's hard for us to, even take a walk sometimes, because we're busy with our families and, making sure everybody's okay and so forth. But weight gain. Ugh. Number 5, self-esteem. You know how sometimes we feel like we're not pretty enough? Sometimes we feel like we're ugly, we're fat, we're not needed, we feel unappreciated, we lack confidence. Self-esteem, it's a big one. And most of us women deal with this on a daily basis as well. There's days that I wake up and I feel like, I look in the mirror and I'm like, man, I gotta do better. And then there's days where I wake up and I'm like, I love me no matter what. So it's a struggle. Self-esteem. Number 6, balancing time. This is hard for me, for all of us. We have to make sure that we balance our time, making time for our families and friends, making time for ourselves, because sometimes we forget to do that. We put everybody first and we forget to take care of ourselves. You girls, you need that self time, okay? That time for yourself, to love on you, okay? Your hair, do your hair, your makeup, your nails, whatever. Love on you. Get a massage, get a facial, your time. You need that. And we gotta, balance our time. We gotta make sure that we take, that we do the things we love, like hobbies and stuff like that. Take time to, go paint somewhere where they do those paintings where you drink wine. I don't know how you call those. Go to the movies with a friend. Go to dinner with a friend. Go out dancing, those type of things. Do things that you love. And most importantly, make sure you take time to seek God. Take time to meditate and pray and all of that stuff, because you need that. Number 7, setting priorities. Make sure that my rule is God, family, health, and friends. That's my rule. God is first and foremost. My family is second. My health and the health of my family is third. And friends are fourth. So that's my rule. I don't know how you would place those, but that's my rule. God, family, health, and friends. Set priorities. Number 8, stay organized. This is something that I'm good at. I love to be organized. I don't like last minute things. I don't like, to do things at the last minute and be running around like, a nut. I am very organized. I like my stuff organized. So I keep a calendar on my refrigerator. If I did a apartment tour and I showed the calendar on there. If you want, go check it out at the bottom. And so anyways, I keep a calendar on my refrigerator. It keeps me organized. I know what's going to happen every day, what I need to do. I keep a second one on my refrigerator. I keep 2. One for my calendar, which tells me everything I'm going to do for the month. And the other one, I keep organized as far as what I need for my house, my grocery list, things I gotta do that week and stuff like that. And on top of that, I have an organizer that I put everything in, all the birthdays and everything, and I transfer all the information from my organizer to my calendar on my refrigerator, and that's how I stay organized. But if it wasn't for that, I would forget birthdays, I would forget events, I would forget all of that because I just have too much going on. So stay organized, guys. It's important. Number 9, and I touched a little bit on this already, faith. Make sure you take time to speak to God. Make sure you take time to meditate. Just breathe. Make sure you take time just to breathe. Because sometimes we get so caught up with the things of life and our daily, chores and things that we have to do, and we forget to breathe. By the end of the night, we're totally exhausted. So guys, just take time. Take 5-10 minutes of your day to sit, meditate, pray, breathe, whatever it is you do to help you relax, do it. Take time for that. And number 10 is unconditional forgiveness and love. And this is something that we struggle with. We struggle with forgiveness sometimes. Sometimes people that we love hurt us and we struggle forgiving them. And it's really hard sometimes to forgive somebody that has hurt you or backstabbed you or whatever, but we need to do it for ourselves. If we want to stay healthy and we want to stay emotionally emotionally good, we need to learn how to forgive, and we need to learn how to love unconditionally. Because I've heard many times someone say, hurting people hurt people. So you got to keep that in mind. When someone's hurting themselves and they're going through things, or they haven't had the best life, and they're just dealing with so much stuff in their life, they're quick to hurt you. So you got to keep that in mind, that people do struggle, and sometimes they attack you without, not intentionally, but because they're dealing with their things, they attack you. And and then you have those that are straight, people that backstabbed you, that laugh in your face and smile in your face, and they backstab you behind your back. Then you have those, you still gotta love them, and you still gotta forgive them, for you, not for them, for you, so you can be good. So guys, I'll leave you with this. Tomorrow is not promised. Tomorrow is not promised. I know that we go through a lot of things. We go through a lot of struggles. We go through so many ups and downs and all kinds of stuff, but tomorrow is not promised. So take today to communicate with your loved ones. Listen to someone that, needs to be listened to, that's hurting, or they just need that one-on-one with you. Call someone today that you haven't called in a long time. Let them know that they're in your heart and your mind. And love on your loved ones, on your children, your husband, your family, because today we're here and tomorrow we're gone. So yeah, we have a lot of struggles. Yeah, we go through a lot. Yeah, we deal with a lot of stuff. But at the end of the day, if it was your last day and you knew it was your last day, what will you do different? So live every day like if it was your last. That's what I say. And make sure that your family and loved ones know that you love them. Make sure. Because God forbid anything happens, then you don't get the chance to tell them. You don't get the chance to let them know that they're loved. So take that time today. And I'll leave you with that. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, I would really appreciate it if you do. That would mean a lot to me. Go ahead and click that subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you won't miss any of my future uploads. Thank you for stopping by. And for those of you who are returning, thank you for coming back and taking the time to watch my video. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. God bless you.